Hi, and welcome to Growing Up Guide Pup. This week we took Ricky on a very challenging outing. We took her to the San Francisco Giants annual Fan Fest up at At&t Park. And the way we got there is we took the train. One of the easiest ways to access At&t Park is to take public transit, and this is always a fantastic training opportunity for us. Ricky did a great job waiting for the train. It can be pretty intimidating as the train pulls into the station because one, it's really big and it's also very loud.
Ready, babe?
Let's go. Now, we've never filmed Ricky on the train, but she has been on it a few times and is pretty well experienced with it. We thought there might be some people on the train, but we were blown away how crowded the train was with Giants fans heading up to the park. There were no seats available for us to sit in, so we had to stand in the aisle, which meant Ricky had to lay in the aisle. She handled it really well, and she laid nice and quiet and patient for us to take the train all the way up to the city until it was time for us to get off. Now, we were lucky enough to get our hands on some tickets that got us into the stadium before the general public. This gave us an opportunity to walk around the park and explore all the various areas that were open to us.
KNBR, the sports leader of the San Francisco Giants, welcome you, the greatest fans in the world, to KNBR Giants Fan Fest, presented by Hawaiian Airlines. It's time to celebrate our world champion San Francisco Giants and the return of baseball.
Now, the players were on hand signing autographs, but the lines were extremely long, and we decided for Ricky's best interest not to stand in them. We were actually able to go into the press box, and this was kind of cool because we got to see where all the radio, TV, and news professionals work. After that, we went down to the field and actually got to step foot where the Giants play ball. For Ricky, this was just another patch of grass, but for us, it was really exciting to be down on the field, especially since our team just won the World Series. Our next stop was getting to sit in the Giants dugout. We didn't spend a lot of time in there because it was a little crowded, so we quickly got some photos and headed out. After walking around for a while, we decided to give Ricky a rest and sat down and watched the live broadcast at the KNBR 68 booth. We feared the beard and got to listen to Brian Wilson give an interview, and after that, Rookie of the Year Buster Posey gave an interview afterwards. Once Ricky got a little bit of rest, we noticed that general admission was entering the park and it was starting to get way too crowded, so it was time for us to leave with Ricky. Leaving the park proved to be a little bit of a challenge. It filled up really quickly and there were some areas where it was pretty much wall-to-wall people. The crowd had bottlenecked at the exit and Ricky was literally surrounded. This is by far the biggest crowd Ricky has ever been exposed to, and she handled it with great maturity and poise. A lot of our past dogs definitely would have panicked in a situation like this, so I was totally overwhelmed and really ecstatic by how Ricky handled this situation. She remained calm, didn't pull on the leash whatsoever, and pretty much followed through or even at times led me through the crowd. If you think about it and you were smaller than everybody else, it'd be like you walking into a big giant herd of elephants. And how would you handle the situation? This was definitely not an outing for every puppy, and Ricky continues to amaze us. Once we got out of the stadium, we gave Ricky an opportunity, 1 to potty and 2 to de-stress. And we did this by bringing out a toy and giving her some playtime. It was really important to reward Ricky for a job very well done. So we got back on the train to head home, and luckily for us, it wasn't as crowded as the train ride there. We managed to find some seats on the second level, and while the train was still at the station, Ricky got a chance to lay in my lap so she wouldn't be blocking the aisle as other passengers walked by to find seats. Ricky quickly settled out because she was one pooped little puppy. Ricky was very well behaved and pretty much slept the entire trip back to our destination. When it was time to get off the train, she's never done a spiral staircase before, but she handled it fantastic. So despite the fact that Ricky went on an 8-hour outing, when I was getting ready for work an hour after we got home, Ricky was standing at the front door wanting to go with me. She seems to really enjoy her working lifestyle and is thriving on big outings. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time on Growing Up Guide Pup.